Well, Aquarius, it's gonna be interesting this week, which is exactly the way you like it. Aquarius, this is your weekly tarot card reading and astrology predictions from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Please let this resonate in however it resonates in your life. It's your reading. When cards pop out in the center right in front of me, this is what's going on now. If anything pops out over here, it's the past. And of course, it only pops out in the past if it's directly related to what is going on now. And then we'll do the future. And there's always an extended reading where we'll go in real deep. And that link is down below in the description box, pinned to the top of the comment section. And you can also just click the link at the end of this video. It'll be right above one of these sides. There's 12 videos every single week, so you might want to check out your sun or your rising sign or your moon sign too. All 12 videos every single week. If you really love the videos, please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. The schedule of the uploads and debuts of the content is right below in the description box as well, including if you're interested in the cards that I use, all that is in the description box. And yes, I do personal readings. If you want to learn more about that, just go to my website. All that is down below in the description box. I also have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation, where I focus more on astrology, but I do a daily astrology predictions and analysis, as well as a general tarot card reading, which I hope you'll join me for, because I do it live chat, and that could be a great deal of fun. I will attach that above the link to the Astrology Motivation as well, or you can just search it on YouTube. Oh, we do have something going on. There have been a lot of changes in your life, and I think that this week it's dynamic in terms of how you're dealing with it. Your ruling dignitary Uranus is going to be trine to the sun, but simultaneously, your traditional ruling dignitary Saturn is going to be in a semi-square to the sun. So there is kind of a contradiction here of I'm surprised, I'm happy about the way that I feel. Maybe I'm surprising myself, and I like the surprises that are coming. It's almost like the successes in your life are going to actually surprise you, or how people react to you, or who is taking pleasure or joy in your success or progress is going to surprise you. And this is really wonderful. There's a lot of doors that are opening, and there's a lot of new conversations that are opening. And I think that you're doing very, very well for yourself right now. At least astrologically, you have the opportunity to use the energy that way. But this semi-square between Saturn and the sun is conflicting, is restrictive. It's not being able to express yourself as much. It's like, maybe I want to do all these wonderful things or these wild and crazy things, but there's all these other requirements on me and they're getting in my way. Now, a semi-square is more like frustration with rules and regulations, or maybe a bunch of steps that you have to take, or people making you sign contracts and trying to chain you down and lock you in as you continue to expand and grow, or just a general frustration that your progress is actually causing people to make it's almost like, in some ways, what you've created, people are making rules from. And it's just like, that's exactly not what you wanted. You wanted to keep things more open. You didn't want to get yourself into a place where you have to be bogged down or be bogging down others. I don't think that that's something that you necessarily want to be your legacy. So all of this is energy in the air, and I don't know how it's playing out in your life, but I would like to know. So please be sure to leave the comments below, because I am always interested in how this energy is impacting you. But let's get into the cards. Curious enough, there's only one card that came out so far, and that's the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which means there is a stabilization of sorts. Now, things may feel tipsy-turvy, but there is a sense of coming out of that. Though in some ways, I'm not really sure. Aquarius. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm not really sure that you see it as a great success. There seems to be I don't know. Hold on, hold on. Oh, there's good news. Okay. It's almost like in some ways you got used to the work of things. You got used to the process. And in some ways you got used to failure. So in some ways there has been a breach of your comfort zone. I'm not saying that all of you were failures, but I'm saying you got used to the way things were. You got used to the routine. And there's Ace of Cups that has come out along with the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is trying to work really, really hard, or doing some really tough work, but never seeing any advancement from it. And the Ace of Cups is about love and relationships and abundance and feeling fulfilled and happy. It's almost like in some ways you don't ever want this moment in your life to end. But at the same time, it will start to get monotonous if it doesn't. This does speak to potential. The Ace of Cups is here, so that used to have to do with marriage or love. Things settling down, but it's almost like settling down by accepting, in some ways, by accepting what you can't change. That's really interesting. And then we have the universe here, which means there is definitely change, a time to wrap up a chapter in your life. What does that mean? We're going to get more deeply into it. Eight of Wands. There's so many opportunities coming at you right now that in some sense, maybe you needed this to like kickstart your ability to get yourself out of a situation that had stagnated. We have Queen of Swords, which would be you. It would be being able to make a decision to move forward, like strategize for the future and feel comfortable about it. Be able to be objective and really take control, or maybe give advice. And maybe you're speaking to a lot of people and there is progress here. I don't think this is just about you or your personal life. I think this is about your impact on others. And please do let me know. But we have Queen of Swords, which means, having great ideas, sharing them. The Chariot, deciding to move forward or actually move or be on the move. This could be conflicting in some ways with your home life if you are moving around a lot or changing a lot or have to change for your career. But you are really dead focused on allowing this progress to happen. This could be that you're dealing with a Cancerian, but this is coming out in the future. So I'm saying that whatever is happening right now is kind of going to inspire you to decide to move, decide to be on the move. And it is definitely setting you up for progress. This is something about the Chariot is sometimes, though, Cancer. It is Cancerian energy. So maybe making progress or moving toward a Cancerian, deciding to move swiftly. There was a stagnation. Let me say this. There was a stagnation that is current, but I can tell you guys right now, it is not going to stay current. There's going to be decisions made, and it's almost like saying you're ready to move forward now. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of what kept things stuck or why they weren't moving forward. Maybe it was financial issues or you just wanted to get something settled. But it's saying that the stabilization that's going to come from this week is going to allow you to make the forward movements that you have been wanting to make and maybe trying to implement in your life, but you haven't been able to. Well, now you're going to have plenty of opportunity and you're actually going to be able to bum rush it. You're going to be able to make a lot of progress really quickly. It's almost like you were held back, and now you get to launch forward. So if you have found that there has been some sort of stagnation or just something that you couldn't figure out or things weren't going well, it's almost like now there is clarity and the direction is clear and the actions that you have to take are clear. It's like all cleared for takeoff. That's kind of what it's saying. And the Chariot definitely implies that there is movement here. It doesn't have to be like moving your house, but it does seem like there's going to be some traveling involved. Or you could take this metaphorically for progress, making progress. Let's draw a moon card, because the next new moon that's coming up is in Aquarius. So let's see. Aquarius, we have a new romantic cycle begins. Now, romance, remember, is not just, you know, oochie coochie. It's not just that. Romance means an idyllic cycle, a cycle that is kind of like la vie en rose, the rose-colored life. So what the moon cards is telling me is that emotionally, you have been able to settle yourself and also get into situations or relationships with other people that are very balanced and harmonious, or you are taking actions now. And the decisions that you are making is going to even out the playing field or help to make things go back to happy. It could be that your life was just really hectic for a while, and now it's able to sort of get into settle down, but it's not settling in the same place. That's the difference. It's like there has been movement and there has been change, and that can cause a lot of stress. It's saying the stress is going to start to settle down. It's going to start to balance itself out. If you're looking for any legal decisions that are being made, not too long from now, I would say by that Aquarius new moon, which is in about a month from now, but I wouldn't think it was any longer than that. Hold on to your vision and meditate and contemplate is here. A sense of being at peace or finding peace in the process, in realizing that you did find the way forward. Hold your vision is like you're halfway there, but remember, as soon as you reach halfway there, the moment you decide to keep moving forward, you're more than halfway there. So it's saying, you know, it's almost like you're realizing that and you're making peace with that, because you now are starting to see the progress. You're starting to see yourself move forward. Hold your vision and meditate and contemplate. You may have to sort of dig in your heels in faith right now. Meditate and contemplate is Piscean energy, so it's about calming your emotions. It almost feels like cold feet in a way, but you're in the thick of it. You're in the thick of it. You can't turn back now. Sometimes turning back looks good, only because of fear. The way is still forward, and I logically I think that that's clear, but emotionally there's some sense of having to sort of just, you know, be emotional for a second, and that's okay. The way forward is clear. I think, yeah, you kind of come to this conclusion. Maybe you're moving toward, I see a Cancerian here. That's all I really see is Cancer. And there is love here. But there was situations, there could have been situations within, if you have a romance or a love interest in your life, it seemed to be like you kept going round and round in circles with them for some reason. And maybe you got some counseling, or you were able to finally make decisions about it and move forward. I think it's taken you, maybe you had to take a little break for a while. You had to think about things, but ultimately what the cards are implying is that you are going to, after taking a break and after thinking about it for a while, you're going to decide to move forward, and or somebody that you're dealing with is going to decide to move forward with you. This new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. This is like getting refreshed, like a refresher. And feeling things start to balance out again. Well, let's get into the details, shall we? Whew. What is this new romantic cycle for Aquarius? Queen of Cups, somebody that you love. And once again, this is like a maternal figure, a mother figure, or somebody who's very sensitive and sweet and unconditionally loving. This could be a Cancerian feminine, does not have to be a female. But this is somebody who is very loving and very open-hearted. And maybe Knight of Pentacles, this could be even working for somebody who is very loving and very open-hearted, or deciding to commit yourself long-term, slow and steady work. And something about this work is really leading to a beautiful future. I think maybe it took a long time. Maybe it you know, you weren't really sure about what the next move was. But the way that this is seeming is there will be more work for you in the future as well. This is kind of setting you up for like steady employment, or it could be an offer of employment or an offer of commitment, because the way the cards are set up or came out is almost like somebody is finally offering a committed love, or being able to commit to love. And so feel free to tell me how that's impacting you, or what that means to you in the comments below. But honestly, that's kind of what this is. It's almost like figuring out, it's almost like figuring out what you love, finally being able to admit it to yourself, finally reaching that comfort point within yourself to be able to say, no, I want this. This is important to me. Hold on. I'm ready for the long-term investments. Oh yeah. Wait, the Five of Pentacles is here and the Fool is here. So you've had some financial issues, or you've had some feelings of a fear of loss, fear of, you know, being left out in the cold. And in some ways it is asking for a leap of faith, but the Fool card is here to say you should take the leap of faith. For whatever reason, there may be doubt, or maybe there was a feeling of shame, or wherever you are feeling a loss of finances. This could be literal for some of you. This sense of, should I proceed because I'm broke? This is a sense of, yeah, proceed anyway, because you're not proceeding right now on logic or even, you know, tangible, practical resources. You're proceeding with faith. This could be somebody that, you know, is broke at this time, or isn't making as much money, or hasn't been able to get all that stuff together, but for some reason you still want to devote or commit or take the chance on them. The Fool card is here saying maybe you got yourself into something foolishly, you left in really quickly. Hold on. Yeah, in the past, the Star card was here in reverse. It's saying it was sort of delusional. It wasn't based on what you saw, or you were fooling yourself, or maybe you felt like you were fooling yourself. But then we have the Moon card here, also Piscean energy. It represents Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces. This is a sense of something also extremely emotional, but psychic. You know, it's like intuitively, like I said, you're not making decisions based on facts right now, which is strange for you, but there's an intuitive connection here. And the Hermit, it's like intuitively proceeding in faith. The Hermit is like a pilgrim. It walks in faith, and it just commits itself to working, deciding to work, or almost like realizing, I've got to make this investment now. I don't have a job, but I know I'm going to get a job. The cards are saying you are going to get a job. And it doesn't look like the smartest thing to do, but in some ways, you know it is the right thing to do. Death card is here. Death is all about rebirth. It's all about passion. It could be about obsession or extreme sexual connection with somebody. It's really about renewal and rebirth, like a second chance, or something resurrecting itself. It's like being reborn. God, this is all a leap of faith, man. And death is current. It's right now. I want to get specific with that. What does the Death card mean here in this situation? Specifically, what does the Death card mean? What is it that you had a new beginning? That's what it means. The first thing that popped out is the Princess of Pentacles, to start over. So something absolutely completely ended. It finished. But from that ending came a new opportunity and a way forward that wouldn't have happened unless the total complete finish happened. This is also Pluto energy. Pluto is very active right now, especially with the conjunction between Venus and Mars. And it's happening in Capricorn until Venus goes into Aquarius. So there's just a sense of kind of like revitalizing your energy, like coming back again, like it coming back online, but it's different than it was before. So it almost feels like there was trouble and there was struggle, and you kind of gave up and everything collapsed. And from that collapse came this new start and this new beginning. It was sort of the tunnel you had to go through for a new life. And that's what's coming out. We have the Moon card and the Hermit card, being able to intuitively see your way forward or see your way through these dark times. You are going to get a new start and a new beginning. Let me finish the shuffle. Aquarius. Wow. Let's go to the extended. I cannot wait to go there, and I will show you the card that just fell out. It's beautiful. The links are down below. I'll see you guys there.